Hey, I'm Simon, and today's topic of the Christ Fam is: will we have free will in heaven?
Welcome to our channel. We are the Christ Fam. Well, I mean, you're also part of the Christ Fam, but whatever. This is at least the Christ Fam YouTube channel hosted by none other than us. So, let's get started.
The fact that Adam and Eve had a choice to make in the Garden of Eden shows beyond all doubt that mankind was created with a free will. The first couple chose to sin, and that choice had plunged the entire world into spiritual darkness, leading to our need of salvation. Through it all, mankind has retained his free will and will retain his free will in heaven. Is it possible that people in heaven can exercise their free will to sin again and get kicked out of heaven? No, it's not. To back up a bit, we need an acceptable definition of free will. We have free will, but not in the way most people think. Our freedom consists in the fact that we are free to choose according to our desires. As long as we have a minimum of 2 available options, we must make a choice, and we will always do so according to our strongest desire. But in the case of a fallen sinner, he or she is not at liberty to choose according to righteousness. This is what Jesus means when he says that the one who sins is a slave to sin. John 8:34. This is not the language of the free will, as people typically think of it. The unregenerate person has a sinful nature. He is not just reclined to sin, but driven by sinful impulses. It is perhaps helpful to say we are free to choose what we want, but not free to want what we really need. Confusing. This greatly limits our freedom because the list of things we want as sinners coincides with whatever pleases our sinful impulses. Our choices are things that will ultimately destroy us. Proverbs 14:12. As Paul says, "Oh, what a miserable person I am. Who will free me from this life that is dominated by sin and death?" Romans 7:24. When we are saved, we are liberated from our natural bondage of sin. The Holy Spirit sovereignly regenerates us and in grace gives us the ability to want what we ought to Him, namely forgiveness, salvation, and the Lordship of Christ. When we trust in Jesus for salvation, we begin a moral progression, a journey towards holiness in which we put to death daily the sinful impulses that reside within us and strive towards godliness. In heaven, we will be completely devoid of sin. Our only desires will be for the things of God, things that bless us, fulfill us, and give us life. This is true liberty. See Romans 8:21. We will retain our free will in heaven, but our will is satisfied there. Sinful nature will be gone. In heaven, we're completely conformed to the image of Christ. Romans 8:28-30. Our sanctification will be finished. We will not even want to sin. Also in heaven, there is no temptation to lure us, no devil to deceive us. Unlike Adam and Eve, we will not face a test. Our moral state will be secure. No one will be kicked out of heaven. Before salvation, our free will on earth is limited by our inability to choose what is right. After salvation, our free will struggles between choosing what is right and what is wrong. In heaven, our free will is limited by our inability to choose what is wrong. In our glorified state, we will exercise our free will to choose what is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, and admirable. See Philippians 4:8. So, as soon as we're in heaven, there is no need for us, and we don't even want to do something that is not right. So as soon as we're in heaven, we're totally safe. There's no possibility of us being kicked out of heaven because we did something wrong. So keep calm. But till that day, you should definitely subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos.